My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead, where we are just gonna nuke the elite barbarian to death instantly, right? I think that's the only real kind of actionable plan we actually have here. God, the barbarians are actually kind of carving through us. It's really frustrating. Fine. Don't you dare kill my body! Well, I guess we have the, comeback if we need to. Okay. Oh. I mean, I could get the Contrast out of position really, really quickly. You know what? The Contrast is probably going to do enough damage that I target the Contrast first, then the Elite Barbarian. No! No! Ryan! You almost believed that? The Elite Barbarian has 30 armor. Well, good thing that I just got magic damage from Cursed Doll. It's going to cost us 10 every single time we try and cast it, though. Okay. Doesn't escape, so I can't make you run away or anything like that. Could try and move backwards with the Cursed Feast, but don't really help us at all. Damn it. So specifically, like 30 armor is a lot. We have to go for magical damage there constantly. But that also means we probably have to target the Contrast at the start, because otherwise we're not going to be able to kill that Contrast. So I can't hit any of the backliners here or anything like that. Damn it. Blood's in a really, really poor position, actually. Set a trap at the chosen enemy position, explodes in 2 rounds, dealing 50 damage to any foe at that position.
Have a little tingle up your spine.
Fine, we'll set that there. I'll wait a turn, just in case it's relevant. Oh, what?! You double crit, and one of them is a stun that has stunned for 2 turns. Okay. Alright, well. Now we know. Not that we didn't know before, but now we know something else. Which is that I'm really sad. So I can lower the sanity of the barbarian at least. Fine. Use Dire Curse. Nothing else you can do this turn. I guess I could do that to target the bard. Doesn't really matter either way, though, right? I don't want to push the Elite Barbarian backwards, though. It's important not to do that because the trap there. I'm actually gonna heal and go forward. Damn it. Don't have enough bone armor for the right targets. I'm about to get a lot of Wrath after this turn anyway, so I feel like I probably use the fact that I have 100 Wrath right now to cast an ability. Only one that really makes sense is Cursed Doll against the front line.
Move those mortal legs.
Then I'm gonna try and stun. Oh, we got a crit stun there. Stun for 2 turns on the Elite. Oh, perfect. Absolutely the kind of thing that we needed right there. I don't want to pull the Conjuress into the front position, but the trap explodes in a turn after this. I think I can get her. Yeah, I think I can push her back in time. That debuffed each of us for Nothing? Oh, at the beginning of his next turn, it will change position. I mean, I'm going to just purge all of those debuffs in order to get a bunch of HP on Ballard here. Seems like a good idea. I don't like that the Bard just removed all of the debuffs that I had on the enemies. That's not good. Also, it looks like the trap either went off or disappeared. I'm hoping it... Stop stunning! And the Barbarian is healed. Yeah, we need to run away right now. Everyone 1000% needs to be retreating. Yeah, we're probably losing Ballard unless these blocks are really good for us. Thankfully, Ballard is like the least important of our units. Okay. Good, keep it. Never mind.
My plans will not be undermined so easily.
Yeah, it was correct to bail there. It was 100% correct to bail there. Okay. Well, the Mortuary has replaced your HP now, but we'll put Patricia back up in there. So we are going to need like a considerably different party to get through that combat. I'm also feeling like the impact of the Cannoneer's Garbs there is really, really low because I have to use magical damage rather than physical damage. So for that reasoning, I probably want to pop the Ribcage armor back on. Power Fist didn't really do anything there, but the rest of my rings aren't particularly helpful either. Lower accuracy as well as extra luck. After a chance, 100% chance to gain an artifact if a minion was destroyed. Only after a victory though. And after a spell, a random enemy is dealt 10 stress damage. We just have really, really poor rings at the moment, unfortunately. The amulet slot, 10% chance to stun enemies he damages with a destruction skills. That's actually really good. I should have been, I should have definitely had that on earlier.
Well, even more than previously.
Decreases the critical hit strength of enemies by 20% is also another thing to consider, specifically for that fight, because I'm not going to be able to debuff the enemies, you know, quickly enough. Another thing that I'm looking at is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. It's 12 to get to Finger of Death to be able to just straight up destroy a chosen enemy, unfortunately. All right, let's have a look at some of the other characters and see who might actually be able to kind of like assist us here. Because we do have good weapons with extra accuracy as well as good armor with extra accuracy. I could put a skeleton in the front line, although the skeleton is using a skull and bones that I don't particularly want to use here. So I could put a Dark Knight in the front line. So why would I put a Dark Knight in the front line? Right, I can give you a level 6 brain, so we can think about you in terms of level 6 you. So I would probably be giving you Dark Greed. You'd want to stand there with all of your armor and resistance in the front line. But the fact of the matter is you don't have the ability to penetrate... Yeah, you don't have the ability at all to penetrate armor. So we either need the ability to remove armor from a target in a way that cannot be debuffed. Sorry, in a way that cannot be removed from debuff removal. So in a way that does not count as a debuff. Or... what else? We could use a smoke bomb in that combat, and I'd be pretty happy to. Let's have a look at the different stats of the units that we're fighting right now. So Elite Barbarian, 100%. Yeah, okay. That would actually be pretty useful. We've got a little bit of evasion on a couple of our characters. Yeah, like 15 there. So we got 30% chance to miss on a couple of her shots. Pretty good. The 30 armor is our problem, though. All right. Other than that, you have a standard Conjuress in that fight. Yeah, not ridiculously high accuracy. Who else? There's also a Bard in that fight, I believe. Although I don't appear to have... No, I have collected a Bard. Yeah, your accuracy is fine, but you can only attack your allies anyway, so it's never really going to matter. And then the final was... Elite... yeah, it was just a normal rogue. It's... whatever. Maybe my strategy was wrong, going straight for the Elite Barbarian. Maybe that's what we got wrong. Gain 45 Wrath at the start of the battle from the Skull Torch is actually probably going to be what I do before I go back in, just so that I have 100 Wrath going into the battle. Who can sit in the back line and just ruin that target for me? I'm not talking about a zombie. A zombie with the right abilities does have the ability to stack that even more powder, even more powder, even more powder. Wait. And then go for the blast. Is that something I should be considering, actually? If no, why? So a zombie moves itself backwards, but it can also be shuffled by other targets. So we do have a sneak in that combat. Sneaks can pull targets forward by 2 spaces. Two spaces, yeah. Sneaks can pull targets forward by 2 spaces. So the zombie gets pulled forward in position 2, goes to position 1. They can still use even more powder and cannonball. That's completely fine. They go back to position 2. However, if someone gets pulled ahead of the zombie and the zombie goes to position 3, I still have access to cannonball. But as soon as I cannonball, I go to the back line, and then the zombie can never do anything ever again, except for, like, you know, more powder and bombardment, which is not particularly impactful. Is that something that I want to incur? Let's think about it in another way as well, right? The zombie has the volley magical attack, which is just straight magical attack to a target. So the possibility exists that I just stand there and I do more powder, more powder, more powder, more powder, and then I volley a target for a bunch of magical damage. That seems like, you know, not the most likely, but it seems more likely than a couple of the other options. Getting a zombie up in the front line just being real tanky, though. Whistling Buckshot ignores armor. Yeah. Yeah, I think we will go with the zombie. I'm scared. I'm scared to do it. Especially considering I would be removing one of my... Like, I wouldn't be removing a mummy, so it'd probably make another mummy to go out on the build. Which actually, I think we do just have another mummy sitting around right now. It's not that one, right? Do we have them stocked in somewhere? No. Apparently not. Not this one? Never mind, I just checked that one. Ryan! It's probably, yeah, I'm thinking of Commander Kronos, I think. And Drew. Alright, let's keep looking, see if there are any other better options. Bride of Iratus. What would the Bride of Iratus do in particular? Well... Bride of Iratus would probably just target the Conjuress the entire time. That's actually another option. We could throw a Bride of Iratus in here because we're not actually being able to capitalize upon what the mummies do right now. The mummies can't kill the enemies because the enemies just heal and buff. Like, our party is slow. It's really slow. We get all of the enemies debuffed ridiculously. We survive through that, and then we murder them. Then we heal all the way back up. Fight's over. So if we can't do that because the Bard is healing everyone, and we can't kill the Bard fast enough because we have to kill the Elite Barbarian faster, then we need damage. Maybe what I'm missing is just 2 Brides of Iratus in the backline. Just run no mummies right here. 2 Brides of Iratus in the backline so that I can just shoot the Conjuress straight to death. Then swap. The Conjuress and the Bard. Okay, but if we do that, then the Kyle and Carl of the Wild stay. Why do Kyle and Carl of the Wild stay? Well, because they have the ability to prolong fights for a real long period of time. And that Elite Barbarian will have been buffed by that point, because I'm talking about killing 2 targets before the Elite Barbarian. So I need someone there to take the damage. So do I double Bride of Iratus the backline? Bride of Iratus by base has 115 accuracy. None of the enemies we're currently fighting in this location have evasion. Right? Not even the contrast. The Bard... so the Sneak does, the Rogue does rather, with 33 evasion. That's a little annoying, but the Rogue is also the final target on the board that I actually care about killing at all, ever. So I don't really need to care about that. So what that means is that I have the ability to put a Symbol of Fortune on instead of the Power Fist.
It embellishes
and then get to Brides of Iratus. So what we're kind of doing here is we're splashing what the previous build was into this build. And God, I'm hoping it's going to work because I don't have much else up my sleeve. I guess I haven't looked at all of the characters. In fact, there are probably far more solutions to this than I am currently seeing, but the direct direct targeted physical damage to the backline at the start seems the correct way to go for me. So because that seems the correct way to go, we know that we can never really give good bones to the Brides of Iratus. So each of them are going to need a bone, but we can never really give them good bones. But we can give them good blood. We can give them decent flesh, probably not the best flesh, and we can give them good hearts. So let's go and do that. Get some hearts. There we go, just so we can actually visually see what's going on. So I can get 2 purple hearts pretty easily. Leaves me with an excess.
Ah, the smell of successful alchemy.
Block, attack, and accuracy is really good. Vigor and attack is also there. All right. Off to the flesh times. Lovely.
It's no goal, but it'll do.
Luck, Dread, Initiative versus Dread, Evasion, Initiative. Luck by base is probably more important on them because we are going to have them hopefully stun things by critting them. That's like a large point of what's about to happen, by the way. We're going to be trying to stun enemies with the crits, and if we're not going to be stunning them, then at the very least we'll be damaging them quite significantly. And then the final thing that we said was that we would be able to give them pretty good blood. Good, let's do that.
Behold my work.
Heck, I can make
No goal, but
another purple blood? Sure. Gives me another option. Also, I don't really use blood for many of my characters, so that's fine.
Alchemy.
So, evasion, vigor, resistance, resistance, attack, dread, initiative, vigor, and attack, that's pretty good. So we'll be using these two, definitely. Okay. So the first Bride of Iratus gets created, and I want to make sure that one of the Brides of Iratus... Do I want to make them even? So you've got 7 extra accuracy, which means you have a 3% chance to just miss right now with no extra accuracy. One of the other... No, hang on. None of the other pieces give accuracy. Oh, no, wait, no, it's fine. But her abilities do. But I can't take the accuracy ability because that's Heart Piercer and I need Lung Piercer. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe we can't use the ring. But if we can't use the ring, then we can't use luck as our stunning strat for the backline. I think it's fine to miss 3% of the time. It's just for the other bride, I don't think it's fine to miss as much as that bride would be missing. No, wait, hang on. We have 4 extra accuracy also from something. We can't make the Bride of Iratus tree yet. That is to say, we can't get the talent for the Bride of Iratus. I know, it's 20 minutes and I've been spending 10 minutes thinking about the next fight, but this next fight seems like the point where we lose. There's no elite part past this point. So it's just, can I make a party that can take them out?
A design from my younger years.
Shows, I'll take second Bride of Iratus though. All right, now... In the creation, let's go to brains. Yeah, we have enough level 6 brains that we give them both level 6. Okay. We have to take Lung Piercer. There's no negotiation on that target. So the Bride of Iratus that's standing in the in the third line should have Flames of Passionate Love. Bloody Rose inflicts a critical hit. It guarantees that. I don't think I want that. I think I want the higher luck from Master's Rose.
Get back
So that I can critical hit myself, hopefully. Okay, so that's a move myself back by 3 and move a target away by 1. I don't really need to do that. Interrupt stances and the target is unable to move during their turn. Also don't really need to do that. Adore him is just a little bit of a buff. I could actually have worship him and have Brides of Iratus in the backline worshipping so that I can cast more spells, but the spells are particularly unimpactful in this battle. And also, that's like a completely different build. Like, this build is using luck as well as destruction spells, as well as kind of like the ability to retain and build itself over time. Regeneration and stuff like that. Whereas another build might capitalize upon having a bunch of minions that restore you mana, like Shades and Brides of Iratus and Dark Knights, and then use that to get all of their effect out of their spells. I suspect that is a build. It's not a build I've yet experimented with, though. Deadly Watch starts. Whenever an enemy moves, deal damage to it, ignores armor, or... So do I want extra armor, or do I want extra evasion? I think I'll take the extra evasion here.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
And I actually will copy, despite the fact that this Bride of Iratus is not going to cast Flames of Eternal Love.
Serve me well, my minion.
Should still be okay. So the final thing that I can do is I can't... Well, final thing that I can do is I can't give them accuracy. The final thing that I can do is hope that I can give them accuracy. I don't think I have the alchemy to even be able to do it right now, though. Right, because I need a lot of flesh. I have enough flesh to get one of the things I'm looking for. Fine, I'll do it. Actually, no, it's skulls. Never mind.
Skeleton will clean up this
Okay,
mess.
so 2 bones makes an etched bones.
Behold my
Great.
work.
So the less accurate of you will take that. And now we have a 0% mischance on each of the Brides of Iratus. We can now keep the Symbol of Fortune, and we can go into the battle. The final, I promise you, final thing that we want to do here is probably build a Misericord for each of them in order to increase their damage so that we can more quickly take down those backliner targets that are just so absolutely misery-making for us. However, we don't need to use good weapons to do that. So let's... Because ideally we're not using these for long. Starting in turn 4? Sure. And then debuffing a target, you restore Wrath. Also fine. Is Liquid Desolation what I really want right now? Because I'm not really going to be using the destruction skills in this combat. I don't have that much. So I think I do just take the Annual of the Dream Eater right now to decrease the enemy's critical hit strength. And I need to make sure that Carl and Kyle are both fully healed by the end of the combat, and the Brides of Iratus, it really doesn't matter. It's fine. Let's go. Hello, enemies. How's it going? Alright. Don't know why there's no talent in that slot. Oh, right, yeah, because the... gauntlet. Gauntlet. Okay. Hit the Conjurus right now, I think. Yep. Good stun. Beautiful. I'll be yoinking that turn from you if you don't mind. Oh, right, yeah. The barbarian can hit people in line 4. Of course, I knew that. I didn't not know that. Okay, remove that block from the bard. Now we have the access to do that to the bard. Yay! No. Yeah, we should have been focusing on the Conjuress there. There's no reason not to. God damn it. Heal yourself forwards. Conjuress gets crit. I mean, that enemy is now debuffed. I'm gonna volley of spears them.
Making a mass grave.
Oh, hell yes! The rogue in the backline only had a 2% chance, but they decided, yeah, you know what? This is enough for me. I'm going to escape. Much appreciated. So much appreciated. 2 of the targets are now pretty much down.
Extinction of life.
Yeah, get knocked away. Oh! Skips all turns until any damage is received, and then I just got opened up with some crits. Isn't that cool? I should have cast a spell there and killed the Contras. 100%. Yep, knew it. God damn it. Yep.
Might want to make them a bit
Goodbye to the first one. Yeah, the fact that they can just make me skip all my ass turns is not good. I'm gonna mark that down as a not good development. Like, we still just have a target that's just, like, stunned there in the back line. Just hanging. Just stunned. Constantly. I do want to stun y'all with, like, Splinter Hell, but I can't afford to miss my turn. Okay, fine. At least the backliner there got hit. And buffed! And... I would turn around and focus the Bard if I didn't believe that the Conjuress will kill me if I don't focus on the Conjuress. This is why, like, target the healer at the very start unless someone is going to insta-kill you. There are 2 other units on the board that can insta-kill targets on my board, so...
Making a mass grave.
Okay.
My kingdom comes.
Yeah, unfortunately that has to be a heal, and then this has to be a protection. Yep. I can't deal more damage than the Bard in a turn. Like, I'm trying real hard to, and I can't do it. Yep. That's what I kind of expected. Now that's another stun. Now we have more units that are about to die, possibly.
Kill, my darling, kill.
Thank you, Bard. Just let me kill this Bard and then I'll leave. Come on! How does that... Only targeted decides to miss. Alright. I'm gonna decide to retreat. Master's Rose. That kills the first one. I lose my own unit right now. Oh no, we actually left before. Oh my god, do I keep both of them? If I keep both of them, I am so pleased. I do. Oh, hell yes. Okay, now the rest of the combat is not that bad, but... that was really bad. That was awful. Top to bottom. Tactically, strategy, every single time I tried to hit the enemy, I got mad tilted and stopped making the best decisions I could have been making at the time. This episode is actually going to be a short episode. I need to figure out how to recover from this and then just finish that fight. Literally, I'm going to like try and figure out how I make a whole party that's just going to go in there and finish that off, then try and heal up each of my bone golems individually until I end up back with a full party. Because that sucked so much. God, there could be more of them as well. Of that specific combat. Everything else, fine. That specific combat, it's really rough. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The episode is short because I have stuff that I have to figure out. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. I don't want to do another 10 minutes of me trying to build a party just before I end the episode at 40. So hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time with a party that I'll be able to explain.